I think you should major in public policy because it's a great opportunity to learn across different disciplines. So there's economics, there's political science, there's sociology, there's law, and there's a lot of different subject areas that you can learn about. And I think one of the greatest things about our program is that you have an opportunity to learn things that are going to be applicable after you leave Stanford.
But the fact is that you can make an impact, and you can put in programs and incentives and structures to do good work. And for me, I left the classroom and I left being a development worker because I wanted to make a larger impact.
What has always really attracted me to the public policy program is that it enables students to get the skills they need to solve really difficult problems and to make the world a better place.
Prior to applying to graduate school at Stanford, I was in the military. I felt like a better way to affect change in the world was through the policy end rather than the blunt force end.
We do tie it to the real world. It's not textbook. You don't pick up a book and say, okay, it's steps 1, 2, and 3 and you're done.
So public policy for me was a way to explore all of my different interests while also getting a coherent set of skills and something where I can, when I graduate in a couple months, I can market myself with a certain set of skills.
We have students who are involved in policy issues, and they use all the tools from public policy, from political science to economics, statistics, ethics, philosophy. All these tools together allow people to think about how to formulate good policies and then how to implement these policies.
So another reason I was really interested in public policy coming back to Stanford as a master's in public policy student was because of the interdisciplinary nature of the public policy program.
So my favorite class that I've taken for public policy have been some classes that have been part of my self-designed concentration. And one example was strategic philanthropy with Laura Arriaga through the business school, where I loved being in an amazing environment with lots of inspiring MBAs and having a case study style of learning where we could think about philanthropy from a very strategic lens.
Coming from a different field where there's not a lot of focus on policy, government is sometimes sort of disregarded or not considered very relevant. I think the program has been really complementary to what I've learned in my other classes.
And working with the students, it's been interesting as well because there are a lot of master's level students who just kind of like hang out in the lounge, and so I'll come here and have my homework and I'll have a question or two, and they're always willing to help, and so it's really great. And also to sometimes see the things that they're working on and see that, oh, I might be able to take that class or something at some point.
The department itself and the people within it are just spectacular individuals. They go out of their way to help you become a better you.
And they're also really helpful in both finding financial resources and positions to TA or to work hourly to help supplement your income.
I've applied coursework to the outside world through a couple of internships I've had the opportunity to do. A lot of what I learned in public policy program I applied to these internships, just being able to identify where politics happens. So a lot of the skills that I've learned in public policy have been very applicable to just real life experiences.
You learn by doing. You learn by doing the practicums, you learn by doing potential projects. Because that's essentially what we're trying to simulate, what you're going to have to do when you actually go out and work for a nonprofit or work for a government agency or even work for a business that's trying to get some policy enacted.
We're very lucky to have alumni who are extremely generous with their time in mentoring our students.
People say, what can you do with a major in public policy? The answer is anything you want. We have students who go work in Washington, they work for local governments, but they also go and work for McKinsey and Goldman Sachs. They go work for Teach for America, they go work for nonprofits, they go to medical school.